Welcome back to Trenton State Titans Dynasty here on College Football 25. And I don't know if something changed in the update, but for some reason on Juan Sturgis, maybe we gambled, and you guys will know more than I would now because I've recorded these separately. Maybe we gambled on him wanting pro potential, and he didn't want that. So we ended up getting pretty much no impact for this past week, and Tulane is making up some serious ground. Auburn's still in the mix. I fear that Ole Miss and Mississippi State could make a push. So we've got send the house back on Juan Sturgis. He's the number 3 player in the nation. We don't know if he's even good, but he's a 5-star, and we are recruiting the hell out of him. We're doing everything we can. We are low on hours. We need some commitments to start rolling through. We are in a good spot on a number of different recruits, but because we started this dynasty, and then midway through the season of recruiting, they pushed through an update that completely changed the way it works, things are figuring to be a little bit more challenging. Now, why am I putting 50 points on Sidney Redmond? Based on what? I don't know. Late Lipscomb, we're going to have to take off the board. Yeboah, I guess so as well. I do think we should get Mitch Dora on campus, but week 10 is kind of a long way away. I don't know if this recruitment's still going to be going by then. So we'll see where we are going to the next week, and we'll make some changes based off that. I've offered scholarships to a number of players down here, and I'm wanting to, further scout some of these scrambling quarterbacks. I do like the fact that we bring in at least Manu Incognito. He's the only guy we have in our class so far, but he's looking to be the most important. Not really much in the way of abilities at all, but a pretty good arm, electric speed, and the accuracy is really not too bad. So I don't really have a huge update for recruiting right now. We're just going to keep on rolling. We're 2-2. We've got FIU on the schedule. They're rated worse than we are, but our 80 overall is not like a true 80 overall. We have so few 80 overall plus players. I don't know where they're getting that number from. Ooh, that looks pretty amazing. Yeah, I think these are pretty good looking uniforms for FIU. Now, I do understand the hesitation of why would you make them look amazing and then go and play them? I don't know, man. If we're going to get beat, they might as well look good doing it, I guess. Or if we beat them, who cares? Does that make any sense? I don't know. It just looks good, okay? We're on the road. FIU would be a nice win for us. They've got a good record. They're rated worse than we are, but they're 4-1. I still don't believe we're an 80 overall. I think that's some BS. But based off of how poorly we played in the last episode, in the last game, we need to take a big step up. Keon Jenkins will be the FIU quarterback, and we really struggled against Ball State. Kyle Kelly, I think, plays corner for them now, yet he's this monster scrambling quarterback. We had really no answer on how to stop Ball State at all. Hopefully it's not the same against FIU, but it could be. I mean, we'll see how fast this quarterback ends up being. He's got a star. That's always concerning. They're going to run the football. Felt like we're in the lane, filled that pretty well. Shamari Lawrence can barely get anything, and it's not really that great of a start here for the FIU Panthers. 3rd and 7. They running the ball. They're going play action. Going down the field. Cushing! You're in a zone defense. Why are we acting like we're in man coverage? Eyes on the quarterback. Get depth. It's Tampa 2. It's like the most famous, obvious coverage in football. How do you not know what you're doing? Killing me. He could totally scramble for it. No, it's a throwaway. What a joke. 2nd and 10. RPO. We're all over the slot. I think that was actually the tight end, though. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. They're on the edge of field goal range. I'm going to want to blitz this. We're going to press. They could totally beat us off the line here. But I don't want to go ahead and blitz and then not press and then they just quick throw for a first down. Doesn't even end up mattering anyway, as they just decide to run for it. And the back falls just ahead for the first down. So FIU, they're playing well enough right now. We keep forcing 3rd down. We just haven't been able to make a play on 3rd down yet. We've been close, but not quite there. Let's creep that safety up. Option run. Force the pitch. Cummins is there. FIU will lose some yards. But what do we want to do on 3rd and 11? I kind of want to blitz, but we're going to play it a little bit more conservatively. I never know how to defend these wide splits. It's always super scary, and that's going to be another first down. Yep. 3rd and 11, and they convert easily. Oh, you're kidding me. Read option. We did not read it. Roderick Jr., big hit on the quarterback, but Jenkins brings it down to the 1. I mean, right now, we're bending, but not officially breaking, but we're on the verge of breaking. I don't know if we're going to be able to make a play here. Touchdown FIU. That was too easy. It doesn't matter if we force 3rd downs if we can't stop them on 3rd down. It was way too easy of a drive. I don't really think we were ever in control. We made a couple of nice plays, but whenever FIU needed a play, they got one very easily. All right, here we go. Offense. They need to start better than they did last week. There we go. That's going to be a really nice play. Branham just does not quite have the speed, but he does have the power. And there goes Tyler Branham. Will give us a nice first down. And I do want to run the ball. I wanted to run the ball last week, but when we don't run the ball successfully on 1st down, I don't typically like to run it on 2nd and long. Sometimes I will anyway, but you guys know I typically don't like to. We just went down so quickly so early in the last one. And I don't like to run on 2nd or 3rd and long. So we just kind of got into a, all right, we have to pass type of situation. And then, obviously, that's kind of dangerous to be in when the defense can just fly at you every time. Henry Streeter going to scramble for 10+. I like that. He's so fast. We need to utilize that speed to our advantage. We got to get him on the move. And the blocks, it's not even that they were bad on that play. It's that Lee Beebe Jr. doesn't really have anything in the way of explosiveness. He is a slow player, right? I went to that camera angle so we could actually see the bubble, but doesn't really end up being open. And it's 3rd and 9. You really got to have speed and quickness at the running back position, and I don't think Lee Beebe Jr. really has it. We are going to find Kai Kierden, though, up the middle of the field. He'll get us a first down and more as we end the first quarter here at FIU. Definitely a beatable team. We need our defense to play better. No way around that. But our offense, they're off to a good start. 1st and 10. I wanted to rip it for Kieran. Lee Beebe Jr. releases on the other side of the field, though. He's got enough speed and power. He's going to bulldoze FIU defenders down inside the 5. And Lee Beebe Jr. might be setting us up for our first touchdown of the game. I like the idea of Zach Edmond here. This is going to be an RPO. We're going to get it out there to the tight end. Zach Edmond, tabletopped, but finding his way into the end zone for the score. We're going to tie things up pending the point after. Zach Edmond, really not a good player. I mean, let's just call it what it is. He's so bad that he was benched, or he lost his starting job to a 50 overall in Matt Sims last year. But Edmond is just a better athlete. I've wanted to kind of play him over Matt Sims this year. But Tyler Branham is our main guy at tight end, obviously. So Edmond is only at best a second option. Could see Matt Sims, earning his way back out onto the field. He had a Cinderella run. I think it's okay to call it that. He had a good year last year. I don't know how he was as good as he was at 50 overall. But he's still bad. So it's the Tyler Branham show. But Zach Edmond does end up giving us 7. Or 6 plus 1. 7. In the end, 7, right? Read option. Big hit, Morgan Merriman. Didn't know if the quarterback was going to go down there initially, but does end up falling. 2nd and 10. I feel like we've had our best success against them so far while blitzing, and then we don't do that on 3rd down, and that's where we give up plays. Nice tackle in the open field. That's not an easy thing to do against a super fast quarterback, and they're going to space things out. I don't know how to defend this. I've said this constantly the entire series and in Nevada Dynasty. I don't know how to defend the wide splits. Throwing over the middle, it's intercepted by Malik Moon. Finally, somebody wants to make a play on 3rd down. We haven't had many interceptions at all. Malik Moon finally secures a takeaway, and that might enable us to add some of these corners onto our board that have locked us out because we don't fit the play style of getting interceptions. But Malik Moon with the takeaway. FIU a little bit too careless with the football. And the sophomore DB gives us great field position. So bizarre playing against a lefty. I feel like we had that mostly covered. I don't know if we forced an incompletion if Malik Moon's not there, but thankfully he was. And we'll get the ball on offense. We'll step up. Henry Streeter still going, trying to slide, but unfortunately not going to let us. I'm telling you, like, I know I'll never escape the scrambling QB allegations. I don't care. Lamar Jackson's not one of the best quarterbacks in the league because he's the best pure passer. He is quite good there, actually, but it's because of the whole package. If you have incredible athleticism, what are you going to do? Just not use it? It'd be like being a home run hitter in baseball. All that guy can do is hit home runs. Oh, all he can do is a good thing? Lee Beebe Jr. touchdown. You guys hopefully get my point. Why would we try to make the offense or a player one-dimensional if it can have 2 or 3 dimensions to it? Look into that. Henry Streeter manufactures the drive. Lee Beebe Jr. pounds it in for the score. Tyler Branham with a big catch to set that up as well. And we have a lead. Just got to keep blitzing and then taking care of the option. We're defending the run pretty well. Shamari Lawrence has 5 carries for 12 yards. And I think he had a long of like at least 7, right? So I feel like we've done a pretty good job against that. It's just the 1 third down that was not to my liking. Taking a deep shot, and that's an interception. Roderick Jr. cannot stay in bounds, but we'll take another takeaway. And yeah, we might have to add those corners back onto the board that has locked us out. If our play style jumps up to a B- for getting interceptions, those players are going to be eligible to be recruited again. It's the freshman safety, Michael Roderick Jr., I believe a redshirt freshman, by the way. So it's not like he is, you know, a super long-term answer for us necessarily. He was on the original team that was pretty bad. He just didn't play. I might want to get a little crazy here. Play action. We have one-on-one with the tight end, Tyler Branham. I don't mind the matchup. And on first down, I'm cool taking a shot, but maybe it's an overthrow? I don't know. Something happened. Yeah, I just couldn't get it down the field there. 3rd and 10. Yeah, we're going to scramble here. Nope, we're going to set our feet and throw. There's Kai Kiernan. That's why I take off. Underthrown a lot, and we let the DB make a play on the football. Very disappointing. We definitely scramble for that, I think, and get it. But very unfortunate. But we do have a couple of takeaways already. Our defense has really started to find it. And that's obviously great. Our run D is awesome, and look at that tackle. Malik Moon, have a day. Adds a TFL to an interception. And we're not blitzing here, although I fear that maybe we're making a mistake by not blitzing. Running back gets it. We give him a cutback lane, and he has another nice gain for a first. Gain of 11 or 12. Yeah, we over-pursued the gap responsibility there and went to a different one. That's okay. Mistakes happen. Got to bounce back, make a play in spite of it. They're going out of empty here. All right. We'll see what they try to do. We're trying to run with the receiver across the field. Way back goes the quarterback. Where are you going? Looking like me out there. We only rushed 4 and we actually got a sack. I barely even believe that. Zeke Hopper was the one who brought him down. And it's 2nd and 24. I can't wait to see how we're about to allow this. Let's go get Tampa 2. We have the deep read here. And we force a throwaway. 3rd and 24. If we allow a first down on 3rd and 24, that would be out of control. They're going to run the ball. Just wrap up, make a tackle, timeout. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get in a scoring position. That's doable. Little lob in there. What a throw to Kai Kiernan. That is a great pass. Great touch from Streeter. Doesn't exactly make up for the last 3rd down, but we'll take that. There goes Davis. He gets us a first down. He had a big, week 1, week 2? We haven't really found him a lot since then. Maybe he's got to be a bigger part of this offense. Yeah, it's not great. 1:05 to go. Running back is wide. Lee Beebe steps out of bounds. 3rd and 1. We could absolutely run here, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're not really spacing the field that much, so I do fear that someone could come in and make a play. But we're going to stay up the middle. BB Jr. is pushed ahead. I don't know if he would have got that without assistance from the defensive line. Under a minute to play now. I like the idea of Davis up the middle of the field, but I think we're just going to check down. Higdon has an opportunity to run after the catch, and he does. He'll bring it inside the red zone. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. And a Tyler Branham touchdown could be a really nice way to end this first half. They're all over it, lead inside. That ball, I wanted it to be a bullet. I didn't hold it for long enough, and that really floated. That could have been an interception. That could have been an interception very easily. I think we kind of catch a break. Here's 2nd and 4. Linebacker vacates. We hit it in behind him. Touchdown, Higdon. Got a little bit dicey down the stretch there, but we get the result we're looking for. Higdon with the receiving touchdown, and it should be 21-7. It can get a little bit dangerous trying to throw behind linebackers, behind defenders in general, because sometimes they just, momentum doesn't matter. They can break physics to make a play on the ball, even though we can obviously never do that. So it gets a little bit scary sometimes, but Streeter having a great first half. It's going to be 21-7. Where was this when a 5-star was on campus? I don't know. But on the road against a 4-1 team, it's not even a problem. They had a really good first drive, and since then, I think we kind of cracked the code on how to beat them. It's blitz early and often, force the quarterback to make mistakes, and he's made several. And I love Tampa too, when we know they need a lot of yards. They really have not been able to beat it very much. And look, they can't do it again. Or can they? Nope, they can very easily. I know... Okay. Okay. Everyone settle down. That's technically maybe my responsibility with Corey Cushing there in a Tampa 2. We do not have the speed to get back to that. Literally no chance. Literally no chance. That's a great throw from the quarterback. Juju Lewis finds the end zone. There is absolutely no way that Corey Cushing has enough speed to get down the field there. There's no way. I do recognize that was probably my responsibility, as I said, but I just don't think we ever can make a play to get to that. But in a Tampa 2, the middle linebacker has deep middle third. So, I don't know. But would we go ahead and pick that? Like the crosser like we did? I don't know. I think this is probably the responsibility of Cushing. But it's just so deep that, I don't know. He never really had an opportunity to carry that vertically. So I'm going to say, maybe not my fault with Corey Cushing, but I could see that if it was. I don't know the exact specifications of Tampa 2 responsibility in that scenario against that route combo, but typically the middle linebacker does have deep middle third there, and that's where the pass was completed. So if it's my fault, it's my fault, right? I just don't know. 13 seconds to go. I mean, Lee Beebe, not an awful run here. We'll call a timeout. Gonna be unlikely that we get into field goal range here, but maybe not impossible. There goes Streeter, slide, timeout. It's not gonna be field goal range, obviously, but what a scramble from Streeter. We might actually have a shot to just launch something to the end zone and get lucky. Highly improbable that we do anything here, but under pressure already. The ball's just got to come out. Someone want to make a play? Batted down and incomplete, but we gave ourselves an opportunity. We're up 21-14 at the half. We got bombed at the end of the first half. Obviously, that is unfortunate. We'd be in a great spot if that didn't happen, but it did. We do get the football to start the third quarter, though, so we do have an opportunity to get those points right back in a way. But, yeah, this game would be a lot different if that play didn't happen. We had been so good up to that point. Okay, start of half number 2. Let's see what we can do. Lee Beebe with a little bit of space. He gets 9. I like what this drive could mean for us. Because if all goes well, we could probably take 5 minutes off the clock and extend our lead to a 2-possession game. But maybe not even. Lee Beebe Jr. to the 3rd level. And wrestled down by the safety. Last line of defense saves a touchdown. Lee Beebe Jr. doesn't really have exceptional speed like we talk about, but he does have pretty good power. If he can get into the open field, he can make something happen sometimes, but oftentimes that you know, the blocks are going to be the big thing that determine whether we're going to have a good run or not with him. It's not usually individual ability. I know we went away from the cross screen there. Just thought it was wide open to the flat. We got a weird throw, weird animation, and kind of killed our opportunity to make anything happen. We're going to go to BB, though, this time. And he's going to make it 3rd and short for us. James Abel into the backfield. We don't really see much of him anymore, on account of being not too good. That's wide open, though. It's Higdon. He's having a nice game. Adds a 1st down to go along with the touchdown now. 4th catch of the game for Alex Higdon. I mean, we're never throwing the screen here, so this is just going to go to Lee BB Jr. The blocks were okay. Ideally, we have enough speed to just run to the sideline there, but that's not really BB's game. So you got to stay more north and south with him rather than east and west. We'll try east-west with a little bit more speed. Here's Kai Kiernan going to come in motion. And they didn't really react to Kai Kiernan. He'll spin back and find the end zone. Touchdown, Kai Kiernan on the jet touch pass. And that was a really, really good drive. A lot of running the football. Not really forcing Henry Streeter to have to make too many plays. But he does, again, have a great arm. So it's something that I think is not even the worst thing if we try to go vertical. It's just our offensive line sometimes doesn't give us the time. And they don't run block very well. Today against FIU, they're kind of just doing it all. And it's making offense super, super easy, which is good against a team that's sub 80 overall like FIU. It just doesn't always work like that. See the Ball State game last week for more info. I wonder if the FIU offense will get one-dimensional now that they're down by 2 possessions here in the second half of the game. That's on me. I just didn't think we were going to switch there. That's on me. I mean, we're... man, that's unfortunate. We've allowed another massive quick touchdown for FIU. Switch me on to Johnson. I screwed up big time. Easy touchdown. FIU not going away. Allowing these quick scores is how FIU is going to get back in the game. The whole point of having a multiple possession lead in the first half is to make everything take longer and just try to play the clock to your advantage. But when we allow them to score 7 points in 10 seconds, not really accomplishing the goal, are we? 2nd and 14 after a loss of 4. That's why we don't always just run the ball. We're just going to rip that to Branham. Sets up a more manageable 3rd down. I know it's not great. I just didn't want to force it down the field. 3rd and 8. I would even consider going to Kiernan here, depending on the coverage. But they're giving us ample room to run. There goes Henry Streeter. We got to block down the field as well. Streeter actually might have an angle, but he is wrestled down from behind. A nice run for Henry Streeter. Haven't really taken off too many times with him today, but he's run the ball really, really well. He's run for, I mean, almost 100 yards, right? So, got to be able to use that ability. 2nd and 10, going through the air, but we're not really stretching the field too much. Kai Kiernan gets a 7. And it'll be 3rd and 3 from the 37. I would say the reason I feel comfortable running the ball here is we'll get into the 4th quarter. We probably just go for it on 4th and 1. Although I don't love what the box looks like. I don't really want to run an RPO here. We have 10 seconds to snap it. I'm actually kind of worried about a false start here. I didn't even do anything there. They just didn't get it. And there's a false start. Yeah. Unlucky. 3rd and 8. Can't be afraid to scramble for it. Now we're just going to check it down. BB Jr., nice catch. Makes it 4th and 3. Missed an opportunity there, probably. The delay of game, or the false start, absolutely hurt. But it wouldn't let me snap the ball. Like, you can't do a false or an audible inside 10 seconds or even outside 10 seconds. I think I started it with 11 seconds. They couldn't figure it out. Here's a big 4th down. And they're not going to be able to cover the quarterback scramble. There were options where maybe we could pass for it there and get it. Just didn't want to risk anything. Big 1st down. And this will allow us to take a lot of time off the clock. Or not. 3rd and 11. I think we are in field goal range, though. So the biggest thing is don't turn over the ball. Get it out to Branham. He drops it, so the clock's going to keep moving. But it'll be a 49-yard field goal for Glenn Seiler. Got a little bit of wind going on. That meter's moving pretty quick. I think we missed it. Throwing for content has never been more back. It's so in right now. So vogue. And it stays a one-possession game. Yeah, I mean, not great. 2nd and 9. Running back kind of gets it. A little bit of a slow RPO there, maybe. Yep. We're going to go Tampa 2. It's 3rd and 8. I think it's a really good coverage for the down and distance. We'll use our Emmanuel Berlin. Got to be aware of that quarterback scramble. We're all over everything. Quarterback just going to throw it away on 3rd and 8. FIU will punt the football back, and the missed field goal not going to hurt us at all. Well, maybe not a lot. That was very close to roughing the kicker. We got to be careful. 2nd and 9. Tight end wide open. Tyler Branham. I would love for him to be able to make somebody miss in that spot. I know that's a tough ask for a tight end there. They're typically not the most fleet of foot. And we're going to try to take this to the 2-minute warning following this play. We'll be up 28-21. No fumble. And that's all we need to worry about. We're actually not even going to get the snap off. Takes that long to motion on that play. I snapped it with like 5 seconds. Dude. The penalties are going to lose us the game, and that's an offensive penalty, which unfortunately stops the clock. However, it's still 1st down, so as long as we get the 1st down, we can still take off, you know, just as much time as we were going to in the first place. We just need 5 extra yards now, which could make it slightly more challenging. And Streeter will unfortunately miss a diving Kai Kiernan. Branham was maybe more open, but thought Kiernan gave us a better chance for run after catch, and it was an easier throw in my opinion. Apparently not. There's a screen. It's not really anywhere to go. Coach wants us to run the ball. So you recognize that it's 3rd and 12, right? We're not really going to be running the ball on 3rd and 12. Are we playing to waste 1 timeout? Don't be stupid, please. All right, we got Higdon against press on the outside. I could see that being open. See what happens here. They've got no safety help, so if we can beat press, it's going to be a monster play. Just checked it down to BB. I didn't really feel like anything was open in that spot. We do force FIU to burn 1 timeout, but I mean, Higdon definitely doesn't beat press. Kiernan is open in the flat. Did not notice him. Now, we're still going to have to contend with this defender, so we probably don't pick up the first, obviously, but gave us more of an opportunity than that did, that's for sure. Big punt here. That should be a good punt. Don't let him touch it. Oh, that's a great punt. It's about best case scenario on that punt there. FIU starts with the ball on the 11-yard line. Come on, defense. They've played well today. It's been a couple of big plays. One or both have been my fault. That's got to be a pick. It's intercepted. Malik James. Lamont James is his name. It would be nice to know the players on my own team. Malik Moon and Lamont James. I don't know how I got those two combined. But the 3rd interception of the game. Our defense has been great today. I mean, that should really impact our play style for those interceptions. I think we are going to be able to get those DBs back on the board. 3rd and 6. We're going to go inside a minute here. BB Jr., I'm trying to cut back up the field. Now, we're going to take this inside a minute. This is a very makeable field goal. The last one was a little long. The meter is moving a little quick. Didn't time it up right. But we're going to be good on this one. We'll make it a 2-possession game with under a minute to play. That's going to be a tough task for FIU. Kick is up and good. 31-21. Just need to hold on. The game's a little bit too close for how well I feel we've controlled the game overall. But we've let them back into it with just... They've had 2 scores in 20 combined seconds of possession time. It's unacceptable. I'm going to go cover 4, but this is Palms, though, so I believe Palms is a man match type of thing. Down goes the quarterback. It's Zeke Hopper again. And that pretty much should do it. They can't really spike the ball here on 3rd and 21. That would be suicide. So they have to try to make some attempt here. And we'll see what that is. Launching downfield. Get position. And it's intercepted again. I feel like our entire secondary has interceptions today. This time it's Johnson, who was a transfer, right? But Lamont James, Malik Moon. Now we add Johnson to the mix. Who was the 4th interception? We've had 4 now. Jordan Johnson, I think it was the other safety, Roderick Jr. So it's Roderick Jr., Johnson, James, and Moon. I think our entire secondary, with the exception of Emmanuel Berlin, have interceptions. So what a game. That will do it. Lee Beebe Jr. leads us across the finish line. 31-21 will be your final. Just a good, solid performance overall. We really didn't turn over the football. Our defense could have been better. But overall, I really can't complain. We forced 4 turnovers, got some good pressure on the QB. I say our defense could be better, but really, outside of 2 plays, they were phenomenal after the first drive. So our offense really could have been better than the defense, to be honest. You look at the numbers, Trenton State quarterback Henry Streeter goes 21 of 30 for 199 and 3 touchdowns. Rushing, Lee Beebe Jr. 18 for 72 with a touchdown. Streeter goes 6 for 86. He was awesome today. And then receiving, just good distribution all the way around. Only 1 receiver had more than 50 yards receiving. It was Tyler Branham, the tight end. Touchdowns for Alex Higdon, Kai Kiernan, and Zach Edmond. And then defensively, yeah, these guys were pretty awesome. 2 TFLs for Zeke Hopper led the way. A number of players contributed in that regard. Hopper finishes with 1.5 sacks. Esteban Chavis got in there for half a sack as well. And then picks from Malik Moon, Lamont James, Jordan Johnson, and Michael Roderick Jr. No forced fumbles, but yeah, credit to the defense today. They were pretty awesome. We're up to coach level 9, though. So that'll be nice. We actually, here with our extra 10 points, we could unlock the linebacker boost and put more points on our 5-star we're going after. So I think we're at least going to unlock that. And then where else do we want to spend this? Increase weekly recruiting hours, probably, I would say, on DB. O-line, receiver, I mean, that's a problem. But also, like, everything on the team is a problem, you know? So we're going to do what we can. Sturgis, we're going to put an extra 15 points on. And we had 50 on a player we really don't even know anything about, which is Sidney Redmond. I don't know why I have 50 on him. But we're going to take some points off and kind of spread them around a little bit better. Not like significantly or anything, but just a little bit better. I think Greg Austin. Greg Austin's where we're going to go. We just have so many awful interests. Like, what can I really sell him on other than playing time? Playing time is my only thing that's even good, right? So I unfortunately just have to go with, like, DM the player. That's really our best bet. A&M's closing in. I really would like to finish up this recruitment, like, now. It's not really all that possible. I'm going to add extra points to Greg Austin, though, to max that out at 65. He's one of the top 10 safeties of the nation. The attributes back it up from what I can see. 90 speed, 80 zone coverage. That's a really, really good start. So definitely a player we want to add. And we'll see what recruiting looks like following this simulation. So week 7 is now behind us. And this is where we might want to consider setting up week 10 visits against Jacksonville State, right? So championship contender has gone up, but also I think, again, play style should go up with all the interceptions we just got. So that's something I'm anticipating. Sam Houston State on the schedule. We'll check out recruiting here for a minute. Because, again, there were a number of cornerbacks that were right there for us, but I took them off the board because we weren't getting any interceptions. If we look at play style here, any cornerback's going to want interceptions, and we have 7. We're up to an A for that now because we had 4 interceptions in the same game. So really a lot of DBs should be interested now if they weren't already. Yeah, so we'll get Lipscomb back on the board, right? We'll add some of those guys back. I don't know how heavily we're going to be recruiting them. But we'll definitely add some more guys. Joe Blanchflower, only 5'9", but could be good. A lot of these guys, I think, weren't considering us in the first place. But this opens things up a little bit. Okay, recruiting update. Auburn has passed us for Juan Sturgis. Tulane has dropped, but Auburn is now putting in significant resources for the 5-star. And I think, unfortunately, the writing is on the wall with this one. The only way we were going to be able to get him is if Auburn didn't push. Like, we've passed Tulane, or passed their advances, right? But if Auburn makes a move, there's nothing we can do about it. So at this point, we should probably just cut bait. Which I don't want to do, obviously, but Auburn probably gets him to commit even before the visit week 10. So that one's probably just over. Baylor is actually making a move on Greg Austin. They're picking up a little bit of ground as well. I think we beat them to the commitment, and week 10 is not going to matter. So, like, getting him in on a visit, the recruitment will be over before that. So I don't really think that's going to be important. What about for Mitch Dora? This is the other 5-star we're going after. This is someone we should get on campus. That's a for sure. And the way we're going to afford it, unfortunately, is by taking our points off Juan Sturgis. We have unfortunately lost the battle here. We just have. There's nothing we can do about it. Mitch Dora, though, we're going to get him on campus against Jacksonville State. We can sell proximity to home. That's actually a good thing for us, which is nice. We have to keep setting the house on because if you look at soft sell here, you know, which not only can we not afford it, even though we could if we wanted to. If you look at his actual interests, like, nothing aligns. It's just proximity to home. You're like, oh, just try a sway. I really don't think it's going to be worth it at that point. So we're going to go DM the player, search social media, add up to 65. Dora is somebody we can get onto our team. And can you only imagine the Dora the Explorer references? I don't really know what else I could say about it, but maybe some map references? I don't know. Figure it out. We just need some of these guys to commit right now because we need points in a big way. If Greg Austin can just commit, that would be phenomenal. This class is not looking all that good right now. We have one player in it. Juan Sturgis would have really made it look nice. Getting a 5-star. Could still potentially get Mitch Dora. But clearly, you know, we are not recruiting quite as well as I would have liked up to this point. A lot of time left. I think we still probably end up with a near top 50 class. I think we'll figure out a way to make that happen. But it's not looking amazing right now. We'll travel to... Where is Sam Houston State? It's north of Houston, surely. That's right, Huntsville. But here we go. Sam Houston, I want to say, gave us a little bit of trouble last year. And we had visitors that game. And they just were very annoying. So this is our chance for a little bit of revenge. We are a better team this year, obviously, than we were last team. We're, of course, a better team this time around than we were last time. So I hope we can come out here and make a statement against 4-2 Sam Houston State. We can compete for a conference title this year. Conference USA is not very good, right? We're capable of beating these teams. Like, Sam Houston State's 4-2. They're like a 73 overall we just saw. This is a beatable team, and we're a fake 80. So that maybe doesn't count, but this is a beatable team. Needed to get some more depth there in the pocket. Kind of just stood up too flat at the top. You're supposed to climb the pocket, not stay at the top. Here's 3rd and 6. Under pressure, ball's just got to come out. We were going to get sacked if we didn't throw it instantly. And these guys are already a problem. Already a problem. Good punt, though. We're going to let him return that. No, we didn't. Well, we kind of did. All right, that was interesting. That's got to be a pick, and it is! Use or pick, easy reads. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Easy reads for Corey Cushing over the middle of the field. And we get the football right back, and great field position now. That's the way you do it. All right. It was all calculated. Hell yeah. Okay. Get Brandon the football here, maybe. going to be a legal man downfield. Did we throw that football too late? Branham, of course, is now going to make guys miss when it doesn't even count. All right. Oh, it's actually a hold. It'll be 1st and 20 now. Cool. 2nd and 13. Play action. Lobbing it. There's Kai Kiernan. What a ball, by the way, from Henry Streeter. That is not an easy throw. A touch pass in that spot. That is a really, really nice throw from Henry Streeter. Credit where credit is due. The true freshman can sling it a little bit. Kiernan in motion. It's a decent little spin move. Maybe need to keep that wider. 3rd and 5. Check down, I think, in this spot makes a lot of sense because Kiernan has a lot of space to run after the catch. He'll pick up the 1st down. Offense is moving a little bit right now. I worry that Higdon doesn't have the speed to turn this into a positive play, but we're going to try it. We actually got good blocking, and Higdon goes in untouched. First score of the game will go up 7-0. All right, not a bad drive. Make up for the disappointment, I guess, on the first one. But Alex Higdon having a nice little stretch of games here for us. This will be 7-0, and our defense is on fire right now. They're forcing turnovers like we've never seen. 3rd and 10. Yeah, our defense has been really nice, although we have a defensive end just out in space. Corey Cushing bringing down the quarterback, though. The blitz does finally get home, and our defense is just on another level. I'd love to play for a punt block here. They're kind of backed up a little bit, but haven't really seen any of those happen for me. It's happened against me, that's for sure. Wide open, it's the tight end, Branham. Knocked out of bounds at the 41. Saw something coming over the middle of the field the other way. Decided Branham kind of made a little bit more sense. See this RPO being quite good, though. I think we probably need to throw that to Branham there. 2nd and 9, BB in motion, and we're sprinting back and losing so many yards. But if we throw it away, it's intentional grounding. I don't know what we can't do that. Whatever that was not the answer. 3rd and 25. Kiernan crushes. Kiernan can't bring it in. It's overthrown. What a miss. What a miss. It's a good punt, though. A lot of hang time. There is an opportunity for a return, but not a very good one. 3rd and 9. I don't think we blitz against this. Let's just force him to beat us with his arm. Let's see. Played decent coverage so far. He could check down and get this. He's actually going to scramble and try to get it. 4th and inches. Jace Bauer took a shot. It looks like they're going to punt here from the 38-yard line. I don't know if I would have. I guess it's still early enough in the game that, you know, you trust your defense. It's only 7 points, but I don't know. You need inches from the 40, basically. We might have tried our luck, but if you don't get it, you're basically allowing points for sure. But that's a high percentage play. 4th and inches, I don't know. 3rd and 5. Who wants to get open? How about Henry Streeter calling his own number? Plenty of room to run. He'll slide down in Bearcat territory. Under 4 to play in the first half. Still plenty of time for this drive, obviously. Got a guy in motion. Streeter taking off. Just stuck out of bounds at the 38 after 5. More play action with motion. I love it. We go to Branham here, and it's overthrown, but a diving catch is made by Branham. Completely horizontal, laying out, making the catch. That could have been picked. That was not a very good throw from Streeter. What are they doing in the slot there? Kiernan is open. That ball really hung up. Kiernan goes airborne. Can't bring it in. I think that play works without play action. I don't know if I love a play action slot fade. I think we lose the time. At least at this spot in the field. Right, because... Oh no, Streeter, do you have enough speed? Take a shot out of bounds, but... If we can really get an opportunity to run underneath it, you know, like from the 50, maybe play action slot fades would work. But at this area, there's just not enough space. If we went off the line, I mean, the ball's got to come out. We throw that up the seam. BB Jr. is open. Streeter misses him again and has had some big misses in this game already. We'll try a field goal, but I mean, it's gutting to not come away with a touchdown. And we've missed another field goal. Okay. Missed quite a few of these today. That's number 2 now. I think we have maybe 3 field goal attempts and 2 misses. That one's very makeable. I thought we pushed it over to the right more than enough. Nope. 7-point game. Find the football. We just couldn't run with it. Touchdown, Sam Houston. We're tied. No, I don't even want to look at it. We're so good at giving up instant touchdowns. So good at it. I knew immediately we were cooked. Yep. A hold is going to make it 1st and 20 for us. That'll challenge us a little bit here as we try to score before the end of the first half. I think it's open on the outside. Oh, we had a streak there. We did. They just got pretty quick pressure. Sacked. Yep. 3rd and 29. We just can't get safety. Get out, Streeter. Come on. He's going to fumble the ball. It's actually recovered by us. Oh, my God. I mean, this is just... It's falling apart a little bit here. We'll punt the ball. Really try to have no return. I'd love to get a good bounce. That could be good. I like that. He's not going to be able to catch that in the air. Decent enough bounce, I guess. They have 1 minute and 1 second. Time unlikely to be a factor here with the amount of splash plays we see from time to time. So, not really too worried about that. Although after the sack there, I think Sam Houston State might be content taking this into the half. And maybe not, actually. That's their final timeout. We just didn't really want to get beat over the top in any capacity there, so tried to get as much depth as possible, try to get deep down the field. I mean, it's going to be really tough for them to even get in field goal range here. Keep them in bounds. Okay, 3rd and 6. Likely one of the final plays of the first half. And the final play, and it is batted down and thankfully incomplete. It's 7-7. It's been a weird game, for sure. I'd like to play better. For sure. The Bearcats will start with the football, and we are officially underway here in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 ball game, anybody's game, and Sam Houston State with an opportunity to do something special here in the return, and that's actually going to be a touchdown. Goodbye. 14-7 Sam Houston State. They'll take the opening kickoff back to start the second half. We clearly gave them a lane. That's true. Has to be. Okay, playing from behind now. How do we answer? How do we tie things up? Lee BB Jr., I need a good drive. 5 rushes for 8 yards is probably not going to get it done. I'm going to keep running the ball. It's not working out. It's been bad. And maybe that's my vision, but it is my vision. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Use this camera angle because it makes it way easier is probably the actual answer. Can actually see where I'm going. Lee BB Jr. having a great drive so far. No, fumble the ball. That'll be recovered by Sam Houston State. And I should have shut the fuck up. Sam Houston takes over at our 34-yard line. And he's still going somehow. Big hit. Johnson stuns Gentry in the backfield. 3rd and 3. We're doing the worst thing possible, which is trusting this team in man coverage. That's what stupid is. Cushing, you gotta make the play. We force him out of bounds. Maybe a long field goal here from the far left hash. It'll be a 45-yarder. College kickers miss these all the time. This one will squeeze in, though. And Sam Houston State makes it 17-7. It's going to be intercepted, so this one's falling apart. So, man, I mean, you already know what I'm going to say, probably. My fucking receivers get bumped because they always do. They have 2 routes in the design of the play that run into each other. And I just got to not throw it there. I mean, the drag is absolutely wide open, right? But wasn't anticipating the bump slowdown like that. How is this in the game where these are the two guys in the same route concept with no audible or no hot route? It didn't change anything. That's just what happens by default on that play, I guess. Cool. Ooh, touchdown. Yep, sure is. 24-7 Sam Houston State. This is our kryptonite, I guess. We can't beat the Bearcats. And I've noticed our problem here. Is Zeke Hopper's in man coverage across the formation against the running back and simply does not have enough speed, especially if he's going to run flat to the running back here. You'd have to get some type of depth up the field, and that obviously didn't end up happening. He got bumped as well, but he was never going to make that play. And it's 24-7. Well, this game really got away from us. Kind of all started with a very unfortunate fumble. We actually might catch a break here with defensive pass interference, but I almost fear that it's too little, too late. There is time left in this game, but we're down 24-7, right? So I don't really know. And like I'm trying to throw to B. The game doesn't realize that Branham got bumped. And how many times am I going to say bumped in this game? But it keeps happening. The game doesn't realize he got bumped. So even though he's wide open, I try to throw him the ball. It throws to where the game thinks he's going to be when that's not where he is. Killing me. God, dude. And now they're just screaming at us. How about stop coach suggesting play action passes? Because I'm going to keep just hitting A. I'm going to keep hitting whatever the first suggested play is. And I got to not snap the ball when I'm ranting because I don't pay attention. Oh, it's over. I've lost composure. I don't know if you guys can tell. I've lost composure. Well, that's just the way that goes sometimes, I guess. Throwing up the seam. Merriman can't reach it. Touchdown is saved by Roderick, but that is a big play for the Bearcats. And, I mean, yeah. What do you even say? Touchdown? Could have been. Could have been for sure. It's another nice gain for Sam Houston. First and goal from the 5. Yeah, it's just going to be tough here. It's going to be very tough. RPO. Touchdown is saved by Cushing. But we really need a turnover. It's 31-7 as we approach the fourth quarter. That's going to be tough to come back from. I would say a turnover maybe gives us a little hope. But still, it's going to be a really tough battle. Third and goal. Play action. Somebody get to the quarterback. We'll take that. Brought him down to the ground. That was Cummins. And it'll be 27-7. A miss here would be great. But I think it's probably going to go in. And it does. How did this fall apart like this? I don't know. Try to get it over the top. Just didn't see it in time. You know, I think our offense works really, really well if we have the lead already. If we don't, it seems to be a little bit more challenging. Branham up the sideline. What a catch. A better throw, and we've really got something there. But we'll take what we can get at this point. Final snap of the third quarter. Just keep going to Branham. We actually might... No, we can't get any off. 8 minutes on the clock. We've got pretty much no time to score 3 times. We just can't quite get through with Streeter. There was an opportunity there. Just not quite quick enough. And time is not on our side. Even losing 30 seconds on that play feels disastrous. Streeter on the move. I don't think they contain well enough. Look at Streeter. Trying to get out of bounds there without taking a hit, but do end up getting hit a little bit. 6:58. We have BB Jr. in motion. Getting on the move. Streeter scrambling. He slides down at the 4. Need Kai Kiernan to find the end zone here. Nope, he is wrapped up. 3rd and 6. Somebody do something, please. Wide open in the flat. Kai Kiernan diving. Touchdown. It's not over yet. It's not good, but it's not over yet. We're going for 2 here. If they put up a field goal to make 30, it'll be 15 and 15. We can end up being tied. So we still allow them to potentially score and not lose the game. So that's what we're going for with this attempt. Streeter up the middle, wrapped up, and we do not get it. I'm really surprised Streeter didn't have the speed to get up the middle there. Didn't really see anybody open. Doesn't mean nobody was, but I definitely did not see it. 5th tackle for Corey Cushing. You need to expect that they're going to run the ball in this spot, but it doesn't mean for a fact that they will. 2nd and 11. They are going to pass. We're shallow there. We're flat-footed, and we're cooked. We brought Roderick Jr. up to defend the run. They pass down the field, and they get it. I mean, it's a calculated risk. Down 27-13 in the 4th quarter, and it did not pay off. And now they probably will just exclusively run the ball. We'll bring Roderick Jr. up into the box now. Up the middle, completely wide open. Nobody even close. Oh, quarterback broken tackle and touchdown. It's over. Jace Bauer, dagger. Okay, it is we need a miracle time. Let's see if we'll actually get one. I don't think so. Branham wide open. I mean, that's going to be a nice play. It's just not going to be enough. Intercepted, just taking a shot down the field. I mean, we just don't have enough time in the first place. It's 34-13. Just press the button and hope to get lucky at that point. Should be the final snap of the game here. Sam Houston State going to walk out of here with a 34-13 victory. It just got away from us. I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with abandoning the run. But when you only score 13 points, something went very, very wrong on offense. I don't know what it is in the moment. I don't really have a good feeling about what it was. Maybe we can find it in the numbers. 2 interceptions doesn't help, but the game was already kind of getting away from us at the first one. The second one doesn't even matter. So I don't think turning it over too much. I mean, the fumble from Lee Beebe Jr. is kind of where everything fell apart. Averaging 2.1 yards per carry with him is not great. Branham does go over 100. Touchdowns for Kai Kieran and Alex Higdon. We just couldn't sustain drives, I think, is probably the biggest thing I can say here about our lack of success. We didn't play well enough on offense. Our defense could have been better. I don't think they were all that bad. Just 20 points in the 3rd quarter killed us, but, you know, 7 of those was from a kickoff return touchdown. Just didn't go our way today. And Western Kentucky's next. Oh, my arch rival. Yeah, we pretty much fell out of the race on Juan Sturgis. Maybe it would have been closer if we left points on. But I just didn't think we'd be able to beat out Auburn. So we kind of focused on, you know, guys I think we can actually get. So we'll see if that strategy ends up working out. You can see, you know, where we are in Greg Austin. A&M's making a push, but I think we're going to be able to beat them out. It's going to be really close, but I think we're going to be able to beat them out. And then Kentucky's making a big push on Mitch Dora, making a huge push. We're getting him on campus at the right time. I don't know if we're going to be able to go ahead and win that recruitment, but we're definitely getting him at the right time. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are 3-3. Obviously, we're still not very good. Not every game's going seamlessly, but it could be going a lot worse. We're about, you know, middle of the pack here in the conference. We've only played 2 conference games so far. 1-1. That's okay. This Western Kentucky game could prove to be pretty big then. And Jacksonville State as well is undefeated right now in Week 10. It'll be another very big game, but that'll be in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take it easy.